Hi there, my name's Phil Richards and welcome to TAPP Talk Live number 2. At the start of January 2020, I bought a TAPP EcoPro, which is one of these. This is a water filter. And I fitted it at home and I liked it so much that I contacted the company in Barcelona and asked to be the distributor here in Malta. And I liked their mission, which was to eliminate the use of 10 billion plastic bottles in the world by 2026. And I thought Malta could play a part in that. And indeed, our mission in Malta is to eliminate 10 million plastic bottles by 2026. So in June 2020, I launched the TAPP EcoPro on the market here in Malta. And since then, we now have 1,700 customers, and today I'm going to show you 5 reasons why the TAPP EcoPro will change your mind about drinking the tap water in Malta. So please stay to the end for the giveaway, and also there's a special 25% off discount code, and you'll be seeing that at the end of the session. So we all know that climate change is happening right now, and we've seen it, and as householders we have the responsibility and the possibility of taking action on it, so each of us can do something. Eliminating plastic bottles for drinking water saves 250 kilograms per household, and 250 kilograms of CO2 emissions is about driving 2,500 kilometers in a car. So this is a very simple change to make. And it has a huge environmental impact, and it also saves you money. That's why we say it's good for the planet and also good for your wallet. So right at the moment, we have about just under 1,800 customers actually, and that means that nearly 1 million plastic bottles have been avoided by our TAPP heroes. And our TAPP heroes really are the reason why we won the competition that was launched last year by the Ministry of the Environment, which was the Malta Climate Change Awards. We won an award called Agent of Change, and that's really because at that time about 1,400 customers had made the change to tap water, had stopped using plastic bottles, and had saved a considerable number of plastic bottles, which meant less CO2 emissions. So currently about 230 tons of CO2 emissions have been avoided. And let's take a moment, first of all, to think about bottled water and what's the problem with it. First of all, with bottled water, it's not going to be free from microplastics. Microplastics is one of the current topics of discussion. There's research to suggest that we're ingesting about 5 grams, which is about a credit card, of microplastics per week, each of us, in our water and our food systems. So if you think microplastics will probably be in bottled water because it is water inside a plastic bottle, so it kind of stands to reason that it's going to have some microplastics in there. And there has been lots of research to show that that is the case. With bottled water, there is testing and there is regulation. However, the testing is not transparent. The bottled water companies do not have to release the results of the testing, whereas your public supply water services corporation do have to release their tests. Bottled water is actually, I mean, it was sold to us originally as being something convenient. You just have your water in a plastic bottle and you throw it away. That isn't really convenient when you think of all the heavy lifting you have to do for the bottles, and you have to go to the shop and you have to buy it, and then you have to store it at home and you bring it back and you run out on a Sunday night just when the shops are all shut and all that kind of stuff. It's not really that convenient, is it? And we now know that it has a huge negative impact on the environment. It is actually plastic bottled, they're made of oil. There's lots of transport involved in getting them from one place to the other. This all adds up to a huge CO2 footprint. And the cost, well, they're just expensive. You're paying 25 cents a litre. That's a lot. Your tap water, the water actually in a bottle is 0.001 of a cent or something like that. The rest you're paying for marketing, transport, storage, and the plastic. And little things as well. It takes I think it's something like 2 to 3 litres it takes to make a plastic bottle in the first place that you put 2 litres of water in. So kind of things like that don't make sense. With tap water, I've been here in Malta 14 years, and our tap water in Malta has really improved over that period. There's been huge investment by Water Services Corporation to ensure that all our water meets health and safety guidelines, WHO guidelines, EU guidelines, and there has been huge improvements. However, generally in Malta, we don't drink the tap water. And we don't drink it because it tastes bad and people don't like the taste. They don't like the taste because of the chemicals that has to be put in the water in order to ensure its safety. So it's kind of like a two-edged sword, isn't it? You've got safe water, but it doesn't taste good. And there's not a lot that can be done about that, although there are some things, and it certainly has improved. So what's the solution? The solution is one of these, which is the TAPP EcoPro water filter. There are other water filters on the market, of course. Today, I'm just talking about the TAPP EcoPro. From a CO2 footprint point of view, 3 kilograms CO2 footprint a year instead of 250 with plastic bottles. So it makes sense from not using a plastic bottle point of view. And it makes sense as well from the water point of view when you've got the public supply water, because your filter is being independently tested to work in Malta. And so therefore you can rely on the fact that your water is going to come out in consistent quality when you have a filter there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you today about 5 reasons why this product, the TAPP EcoPro, can change your mind about drinking the tap water in Malta. So the first of those reasons is what's in the heart of this, which is the TAPP EcoPro. What's in the heart of this is the filter itself. And here is a filter. Now this filter you can see has got a polypropylene layer on the outside, and that's the first level of filtration. And it's got a metal mesh here on the inside, and that is really good for removing the bits that we get in Malta, like Jebla and things like that. We get sort of larger bits, and this wire mesh is really good at taking that out. So that's the first 2 layers in a 5-stage filtration. So your next layer is the activated carbon block itself. So this is an activated carbon block. It's solid. It's not a granular one, so it's solid. And this is actually really interesting material. If you took a gram of it and rolled it out, it would be about the size of a tennis court. So you've got lots of surface area for the water for the impurities to stick to as it passes through the membranes. That's the third way of filtration, is it sticks to the surface of the activated carbon block. And the other thing is that it is a membrane. Its porosity is 2 microns. That is really small. So anything bigger than 2 microns is going to be filtered out. And so that's your other that's your third and fourth levels is the activated carbon block. And you can see the activated carbon block here in a filter that I've broken open. So here's the polypropylene layer on that outside, and inside you've got the activated carbon block. And then finally, you can hear this sound. That is the inhibitor. That's the 5th layer. That's an inhibitor for the lime scale, which we definitely need in Malta, so you get less mess in the bottom of your kettle. And also the water will taste much softer. And this is also the inhibitor inside is also good for heavy metals. So that's your first reason. There is a 5-stage filtration system, and these filters here, this is a sort of used and unused one. This one's been used a little bit, this one's been used a lot. We change the filter at 3 months, and this is the kind of thing you'll get after about 3 months. We change them every 3 months because you don't want to have a bacteria buildup inside the filter. So our tested parameters are 3 months. There is a quantity of water that you can put through a filter, which is around sort of 800 to 1200, and that depends on your pipes and stuff like that. But we always say change your filters at 3 months, because that way 4 filters a year, 69 euros, it's economic, and also you're always ensured that you've got good quality water coming through. So that's the first reason then, a 5-stage filtration system that really works. Now, the second thing is it's really easy to fit. Okay, and I'm going to show you fitting. This is a pretty standard kitchen tap here. This is what we see a lot of in Malta. There's an aerator in the end, so you can just remove that. This is the aerator in the end. It just unscrews clockwise. And then in this particular tap, we've got an adapter here. This is the adapter that you get in the box. And we pop that in like this, making sure you get the threads. And then this will now screw to this one. It would also go directly onto this one. This is another type of tap we see in Malta. This has got a fitting on the outside. You just take the aerator off and attach it directly. It doesn't need an adapter. This one with the adapter is nice and easy to screw on like this. And bingo, your water filter is now installed. So it's that easy. Anyone can install it even without any tools. And if you do need a hand, just let me know and I'll come and give you a hand. Okay, so thank you for your comments. I can see a couple of them on screen. And there's a question. If you get a problem like this, so here's a lady that has a little problem. That's okay. Just contact me and I can sort that out for you. It's a problem that we have come across. We get some failure rates, probably less than 1% of failures with the system because it's a manufactured product. And if you get something like this, you just let me know and I can sort it out with you. Josette, I'm going to put my telephone number on screen near the end, and just let me know, and I'll tell you how we can sort that out for you. Okay, so that was the second reason. It's nice and easy to fit, and once you've fitted it, you've got the water not filtered coming out of here, and then you've got filtered water when you turn the switch like this coming out of here. So it's a simple switch change. Here you can wash your plates and everything like that. And here, then, you can wash fruit and vegetables, use water for cooking or drinking or putting in your kettle. Nice and easy. So that's the second reason. The third reason, then, is how easy it is to change the filters. So to change the filter, nice and easy. The filter's inside this casing, and you literally just turn it like that, take the casing out. Here's the casing. And this casing is why it's a very sustainable product. I was particularly looking for a product where you didn't throw away the casing. So you take the top off like this, and this is the filter. And all you do is you change it for a new filter, pop it back in, making sure the hole here matches the hole here. And one little tip is make sure this silicone seal stays inside and doesn't attach to the top of the filter that you've just thrown away. And then you pop it back like that, and that's it. You're good for another 3 months. So here's an interesting question from Carlo. Thank you, Carlo. Does the filter lower the pH and TDS? TDS isn't actually a very good measure of water quality at all, so we don't worry about that. And no, it doesn't, because what you do want is you do want to leave healthy minerals in there. Some systems remove all the healthy minerals as well, but what about leaving in things like calcium and some sodium and selenium and potassium and magnesium, which our bodies need, which is great. So TDS, no, it's not really changed that much. pH actually goes more alkaline. We've got really good alkaline water in Malta, and there's an article on our website about that. We've got good alkaline. So this is very high alkaline water. It's actually, we tested at 9.3 after filtration and 8.9 before filtration, which is good. Thank you very much for your questions. You can comment anytime, either on Facebook or YouTube. And the giveaway will also be by comments as well. So you'll be able to comment just to enter the giveaway. Okay, so there's our first reasons. The fact that it's a 5-stage filtration system, it's easy to fit, and the filter is easy to change. Let's look at another reason that I'm going to give you here. The tap water taste test. We get asked a lot, can we taste the water before we install it? Well, you need to taste the water in your own home, with your own pipes and your own facilities. So we give you a 45-day full refund guarantee. That means that you can have the tap water filter system at home, you can try it, you can live with it, and if there's anything you don't like, you return it and we'll give you a full refund. And we can do that because 95% of people keep their taps. There are some people, 5%, and they're not happy with something, and we give them a full refund. We've got another question here. Let me just show this question. The filter is similar to the Max de Briff on my Brita. My wife prefers the taste of bottled water than Brita. I fear tap will not even pass the test. What can you say about the test? That is a really easy question to ask. So thank you very much, Conrad, for asking it. The answer is try it and see. And if you don't like it, give it back and I'll give you a refund. It's no problem. As I say, 95% of people keep their taps. And I've had all sorts of descriptions given to me about the water and what it tastes like, but it's really up to you. So try it. Let me just take that off the screen. So 5th reason, the independent laboratory tests. We had this tested in December 2020, and we had to send the water away to test. The chlorine test was done here, and then we sent it away for an analysis of over 100 different types of contaminants. And the results were really good. So first of all, the chlorine's going, the bacteria, there isn't any, and the hardness of the water, it feels softer. It is softer water. Now, those things with the long names there you see on the screen, let's call them THMs. These are the things that chlorine forms when it reacts with other organic components in the water. And these are linked to some cancers and are said to be dangerous. And these are removed from the water, as is the lead, chrome, nickel, copper, arsenic, manganese, zinc, fluorine, lithium, and nitrates and nitrites we're concerned about here in Malta because of the mixing of groundwater with the reverse osmosis water, which gives it a bit more taste, but also, you know, we've got large amounts of agriculture here delivering nitrates and nitrites into the water, so those filter out as well. I always mention sodium. We have reverse osmosis water coming from the seawater, so there is sodium present at 27.2 milligrams per litre when we did our test. That is a perfectly safe level, and the water is also good to be used for babies, for formula and stuff like that. I read that breast milk has 42 milligrams of sodium in it anyway. So if you combine even formula plus tap water, you're going to be well below the minimums, well below the maximum safe doses, and certainly within the minimums, because you do need a minimum amount of sodium in the water. You can't just eliminate it totally, because again, babies' bodies will need that sodium too. Thank you very much for all the questions. We've got no new ones yet. So that's 5 reasons. The 5 reasons are it's a 5-stage system. It's easy to fit. You can change the filter really easily. There's a taste test, so you can buy it at no risk, because if you don't like it, just give it back. And the 5th one, the independent laboratory tests. You can look at some other filter systems and say, well, did they have an independent laboratory test? I actually haven't found any. This is one where there's a very comprehensive independent laboratory test, and it's on our website. Now, I'm going to give you a bonus reason of why this might change your mind about drinking tap water in Malta, and that's the reviews we get. We've got a lot of reviews on the website and on the Facebook page, and the reviews talk about, thank goodness, no more plastic bottles, less in the grey bag, I was really surprised about the taste. I didn't think it would work. After sales is good. I had a problem and somebody came to sort it out, and it's cheaper. So we get all those kind of comments. So thank you very much for all your questions. Let's just look at the competition, which I forgot to start. So if you type in the comments hashtag TAPPTalk2, you will be entered into a giveaway, which I'll be able to draw in a minute and put on the other screen. So please do enter the giveaway now. What am I giving away? I forgot to tell you. I'm sorry about that. One of these bottles. So this is a tap bottle. This is a nice used one. It's mine. And we're going to give away one of these tap bottles. All you have to do is type in the comments TAPPTalk2, and your comments will be loaded up into a system which will automatically choose a lucky winner. And also, I won't be able to leave that on the screen, so take note of it now, TAPPTalk2. And what I also want to do is give you the discount code. Let me just show you the discount code. What I'm going to show you as well is what you're actually getting. There are two types of ways of starting with TAPP EcoPro. You can start with the 3-month starter pack. So in this box here is one filter and a tap unit plus an adapter. So this is the 3-month starter pack, which you get. And at the moment, that is €59 on the website. With 25% off, you're saving €14.75. And so that becomes $44.25. And this discount lasts until the 30th of January. And you just go to your website. And also, if you don't want to buy online, for instance, if for any reason you don't like online shopping, I'm going to pop my phone number up in a minute. This is the annual pack. So this is a pack with 4 filters in. We change them every 3 months. So for a year, you'll need 4 filters. And you can see 1, 2, 3, plus you've got one here. I'm not used to which way the camera goes with my hand. So plus you've got one here. So this is a box for a year. And in fact, this, it says on the top, 3,200 litres. That's 800 litres per filter. And you can actually get anything up to 1,200 litres. So let's say 3,000 or 4,000 litres of water just in that little box. Let me put my phone number. If you don't like online shopping, you can WhatsApp me. WhatsApp is useful. Phoning sometimes I'm less useful. WhatsApp is good because sometimes I'm on the phone or riding around to go and see someone. So if you send me a WhatsApp message or an SMS and say you're interested, then I can send all the details. Do mention that you are in the live show and you want the discount, otherwise you may not get it. And you'll be able to watch the recording of this afterwards. You'll also be able to send me an email at hello@tappwater.mt. Please do send an email if you would like to order, and lots of messages, and Carolina says, hey, thank you very much. And lots of entries, or some entries in the competition. So let's just see whether I can manage. I have tried to enter the competition several times, or tried to share my screen on it in practice, and was never able to. And it's not working now either. That's interesting. So I will have to sort out the screen. Yeah, I can't share the screen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the draw now. I'm really sorry that I can't show it happening. It's on the screen. I don't understand yet why. I think it's because I'm using Firefox instead of Chrome. And the winner is Bridget. The winner is Bridget. So the system tells me that. Bridget, you're the winner. I can see that you commented up here. So Bridget, what you will need to do, please, is to contact me on this telephone number by WhatsApp and say you're Bridget and tuning in from, I'm not too sure where that was from, I think YouTube, tuning in on YouTube, and you've won the prize. Please send me a message and let's make sure you get your tap water bottle, which is here. There are a couple of other comments that I missed. So, Nikki, I switched to tap water filter from Brita Jug a year ago. I have no regrets. Thank you, Phil. I generally taste the water and tap water passed my taste test. Oh, that's really sweet of you. Thank you very much for that. Really appreciate that. And I think I answered that one. That's great. So, any more last comments from anybody? Any other questions that you would like? I've really enjoyed doing this show today. I'm probably a little bit nervous about doing it, and I hope we can do some more. Thank you very much for attending. Bridget, please do contact me regarding your prize. And that's it for today. Let's put the discount voucher back on the thing. Tap Talk 2 gives you a 25% until midnight on the 30th of January for the TAPP EcoPro. And you'll see the recording of this. The recording will have the discount voucher in, but even if the recording is available after the 30th of January, the 25% won't be. So please do share it with your friends. And thank you very much for attending Tap Talk Live #2 in Malta today. We'll see you again. Thank you.